welcome to the video instructions on how to use this Trello board. So just in case you're unfamiliar with Trello, Trello is pretty much like a big bulletin board. And on the board, you have um, what they call lists, right? Each one of these columns is a list. And then on each list is what they call a card, right? So this is a card, this is a card, this is a card, so on and so forth. Okay. Now, you want to make sure before you do anything at all with this that you have a Trello account. And yes, you can have a free account and be able to use this board. Once you do, then you'll come back here to this board and make sure that you click this blue button, create board from template. Okay. Once you do that, what's going to happen is this board that I've created for you is now going to be copied into your Trello account, and you'll be able to use it however you like, make some edits, because you're definitely going to want to customize this for yourself. Okay. Now, of course, inside of this first list, this is how to use it. And this first card is where you found the video, right? So you're going to click here. That's how you find it. All right, next is a daily posting checklist. It's one thing to give you the post, but let's make sure we're keeping track and staying on top of things. It really makes you feel good when you know that you can handle this and that you can become more and more consistent with it. Okay, so the daily posting checklist is exactly that. It is a checklist. So as you go through it, you will check things off. Using Trello, you can actually use this whether you're on your computer or on your phone. Okay. And you'll be able to check off what you're doing. So even if you're in the restroom, nobody has to know because you can still be getting some work done there. Right? You just check this stuff off. So just remember, this is more than just a bunch of posts that we made for you. These are posts with a purpose. Okay. So the done for you posts aren't just about dropping content. They're not just about post and ghost. Right? This is about creating real connections so that you can have loyal customers for many years to come. Okay, so we give you some tips on how to do that and help you to stay accountable and keep track of it inside of here. Okay, now for the next list. Okay, the next list, we are breaking down your posts week by week by week because again, this is with purpose. Okay, we are taking your potential customers, your future customers on a journey that leads them into getting to know, like, and trust you, to find you dependable, credible, and for them to realize, oh my goodness, this is the right person for me. I need them to help me out with this. Okay. So in week one, we're going to show them what's possible. A lot of people don't even realize all the options out there for them. Okay. So we're going to introduce that to them. Then in week two, we're going to show what's possible for them specifically. Okay. It's great to know that there are options out there, but what are going to be some options for them? Can they even do some of the things that they were kind of peeking at and looking at? Week three, we're going to show them it's not going to be easy, but it's definitely going to be worth it. And then in week four, we're going to show them that when they go for it, right now that they realize this will be worth it if I just take the first step, well, now they'll realize when they take the first step, they need to take it with you as their guide. Okay. So that's how this pretty much works. So now let's break this down week by week. In week one, okay, I set up a goal for the week so that you understand why you're even posting this stuff and also what the vibe should feel like for your audience, okay, which has been embedded throughout all of these posts. So, week one's goal is to normalize the idea that regular people can build something amazing, all while showing glimpses of your mindset, personal growth, and early wins. The vibe should feel very warm and conversational, no pressure, and certainly not salesy. It is not time for you to just jump out there and make money, especially if you are brand spanking new to all of this and nobody knows you for having any influence or any sales experience or any like you don't guide folks on anything. People don't come to you for advice. Nobody knows you exist. Well, you're going to have to build up. Now, for those of you that are on a different level in your journey, and maybe you've made money before, that's fine. You may just from this first week's post start getting more conversations going faster and possibly closing sales in the first week. It is possible, but I just want you to know this is designed to take your potential customers on a month-long journey so that by the time they buy from you, this reduces the chances of you getting chargebacks or complaints or anything like that because people have built up enough trust in you that they're like, "Oh, I know this is right for me and I'm committed." Okay? So it helps keep more money in your pocket the way we have this set up, just so you know. All right. So, on day 1, you're going to put up a post that is documentation of what you've been doing so far. Okay? So I really love this one. When you look at the longer form posts like these, like the document posts, you'll see that I recommend a specific type of visual that you'll want to add to the text that you write in your posts. And then I even give you an example by putting a visual that I would pick for this particular type of post. Okay. So again, once you copy this template, you might want to remove my picture, right? Because I'm not you. And replace it with the picture that you plan to use. You could do that. All right. So that would be the visual, right? You want a candid selfie or a short video of you in a peaceful or happy moment. And then the theme of this post is to show some personal that I'm sorry, showing personal progress is actually possible for anyone, right? So you'll actually get to create your post with a little bit of you know, creativity here. You don't have to write your same post the same way. And what else is good is that for everybody inside of this community, you all are going to pick different things. So even though you all using this template, your posts are still going to look different, sound different, feel different for everybody's audience. Okay. So the first thing, you'll choose one of these lines as your hook. And then you'll fill in the blank about everything else. And we guide you on what needs to be in that blank. Okay. Then we even give you examples on what you could put in the blank. Okay. Then we give you an example of what the post will look like once you finish it. Then we give you some optional, you don't have to use these hashtags, right? So just in case you decide that you want to post these on Instagram, we got tags for you. Okay. With Facebook, you probably won't need to use any hashtags, but you can if you want. It's totally fine. Or any other platform where hashtags really help with the search. Okay. How you use them is also going to be listed here so that you'll know what to do and you can feel confident knowing that you're not going to mess this up. All right. So that's how those work. On day 2, you'll have an engaged post that you want to put up. Okay. And you'll kind of notice that every week has a similar, um, similar system of doing things. Day 1 is going to be a document post. Okay. Day 2 is typically going to be an engage post. Okay. And so on and so forth. Now, with day 2, when it's time for you to engage, you'll have different ways that you can engage with people. All right. So, some things that you could do would be posts like this one, right? Let's time travel for a sec. It's 5 years from now and everything worked out better than you hoped. What does life look like? It could be something as simple as that, or it can be a longer form post if you want to elaborate on what you're saying. But we gave you several options that you can use as a way to get people engaged with what you're talking about. Okay, it's all here. You can pick whatever you want. And because there's 10 options, right? There's only going to be a week 1, day 2, once a month. And you have 10 options. So this could add up to 10 months worth of posts for you. You could definitely use this however you want. So we talk about what you can choose from, why they work, and again, optional hashtags that you can use and how to use them. Okay. And then you'll move on. Day 3 is typically an educate day. All right. And this is when you can give some tips, but you don't want to be educating people every single day. Right. People always appreciate you giving tips. And again, it helps to put you in a place of authority when you do that and a place of influence when you do that. And those are elements that you're going to need if you're planning to sell. Right. So, for example, 3 things I had to do blank before I could blank. And then once I let go of these old beliefs, everything got lighter. What's something you've had to let go of lately? Examples that you can plug in are in here. Why this works is in here. Example posts are in here. Additional topic ideas are in here. Optional hashtags are in here. How to use them. They're all in here. This is perfect. Okay. Same with everything throughout the weeks. Okay. Then you'll have another engaged post. You definitely want people to get engaged. You know why? It's social media. Time to get social. Time to get people talking to you. All right. So notice for week 3, we kind of change it up a little bit and we're going to tell a story. All right, but it's still an engaging story. So the engaged posts look more like this. Once again, we give you everything and you just fill in the blanks, or you can use this as is, or you can punch this into Chat GPT, right? Copy and paste it in there and say, can you make sure that this sounds more like me? Right? Just make sure that Chat GPT already has your writing style, a sample of your writing style, so it knows how to do that. Okay. With tell a story, this is a little different. And again, we're telling a story. So we're going to start off choosing your opening line or your hook. Then we're going to continue with the story, filling in the blanks. Examples that you could plug in to fill in those blanks are still here. Post examples so you have an idea of what it's going to look like and feel like when you're done. Why this works, some hashtags you can use, and how to use them. Okay. So it's great to have this mix of long form and short form. When we're telling a story or we're doing those document posts, those are the longer form content. And typically the engage or the educate posts are much shorter. Okay. Now, see, here's another tell a story. We're doing that on day 5 for most of the other weeks, it looks like. Okay. And then on day 5 for this week, we are engaged. Now, why is that? Because some weeks, I'm sorry, some months will have 30 days, some will have 31 days. So we just kind of are accounting for those. As well as, of course, February. Some days it'll be, some years it'll be 28 days and some it'll be 29. So we just wanted to make sure you got everything. Um, then you can either go live, right? On day 6, you can either go live or you can record a video and save it so that you can put out a reel on this day, or you can put a video in your stories on this day, or you can simply just upload the video onto your post, however you want to do it. Okay. But there will always be a live day each week. And then finally, you'll have another engaged day. So you want to do a few of those. And then notice how this is different. You'll have a day 8 in week 2 and a day 8 in week 4. Again, just to account for, oh, this might be one of those days where it's a longer month. So the anticipation posts, the official announcement posts, and the reminder posts are a lot of fun. So let's take a look at them. The anticipation post lets people know, oh, something is coming. And notice we did this at the end of week 2. We did that for a reason. People have been following you for a while. They're excited about what you're talking about. They're feeling inspired. They're like, oh, this is cool. And now is when you drop a little hint. Hey, we've been talking like this with each other, right? You and your viewers, your audience, for a reason. There's something coming real soon. Okay. So you're letting them know that. And again, you have opening lines that you can choose from. And then you go into the body of the rest of your post. You have options here to choose from for that. We explain why this works. We even give you another version of this so that, again, you can have variety and you can kind of shake things up without you having to sit there every day like, what am I supposed to post today? You don't have to worry about that. It's all in here. Okay. As well as, yes, the hashtags are here as well. Why this works, they're all here. Okay. Now, at the end of week 3, we're getting closer. We're getting closer, okay? And now we're doing the official announcement. And we're going to give people a week to pile up in here and get on in here to your offer. Now, what's your offer? Obviously, it's this, it's the Profitpreneur. Could you use these done for you posts to offer some other things you're an affiliate of? Absolutely. Could you modify them to fit other offers you have, like if you're in network marketing or if you have your own products or services? Absolutely. You could do that as well. Again, you would just punch these into Chat GPT and have it modify it for you for what it is that your offer will be. Okay. But this is mainly made for, as is, it's made for you to be able to earn some affiliate commissions through Profitpreneur, right? Because when you bring people in, you're getting up to 45% commissions. The minute you bring your first person in, you get your first raise. You can't do that at a job. Get your first 5% raise, and it keeps going, going, going until you're at 45%. So make sure that you keep these things in mind. Also, remember, if somebody upgrades into the coaching, you're getting 20% of whatever they invested for the coaching. We have coaching packages up to $50,000. So 20% of that is $10,000 that you might earn just because you trusted us enough and you trusted yourself enough to put these posts out consistently to attract these customers, these clients. Okay. And when you do, we're doing all that work in the background while you are getting the money and getting the credit. Okay. So keep that in mind. You won't want to use these posts and get these people in here. Okay. Now, for the official announcement day, this is when you say, okay, this is the moment. I've been wanting to tell you guys about this for the longest time because it has been 3 weeks at this point. And now you can let them uh, know about the Profitpreneur, and you're letting them know without just springing it on them. Hey, everybody, I'm in a new thing. Sign up with me. Don't do that. Take people on a journey so that they naturally come to the conclusion on their own. You know what? Based on the conversations we've been having and the posts I've been seeing from you and the conversations we've had in DMs, yeah, this makes sense. It's a logical next step. Oh, I love this. And like I said, by day 7 of week 3, now you have a whole week for folks to get in. Okay? And this is a launch strategy, a launch plan for you to be able to launch every month. Meaning, you can now plan that every single month for this week between the end of week 3 and the end of week 4, every single month you're going to get a flood of new people coming into Profitpreneur so that now you are boosting, you are compounding your earnings in the Profitpreneur every month. And now it's a routine, right? And it makes it easier when you turn your sales into routine sales, right? Because you'll build up on top of that every single month. And we'll do some numbers right after I go through the rest of this. So by the end of week 4, you're reminding them, hey, you better get in here, child. Okay. So we click on this, and this is just a gentle nudge for this one, right? Reminding them the door is open. All they got to do is step through it, reminding them that the opportunity is here, and you can do that without putting pressure on people, and you can create safety for them and reassurance that this next step of working with you in the Profitpreneur is in fact the right choice, the best choice. Okay. So again, we got the whole post template, why it works. We got different versions of it so you can use which one fits you best. Okay. Or you can mix and match from month to month. Okay. And even the hashtags. It's all there. All right. So that is how this works.